as a good addition to the altitude, latitude, longitude, attitude is also there. Attitude is also there. It is Aditya Sorumpala. Next, coming to the accreditations of university. The reason the university is being accredited by National Assessment, as well as accreditation. It is 3.6 out of 4. That is the ranking. Followed by NBA, National Board of Accreditation programs, 6 programs under UG. And followed by this commission, UGC, All India Council of Technical Education, AICTE, and Department of Scientific and Industrial Research. University is also different as awards and rewards. Purpose being sustainability rankings, as well as the green campus rankings are already bagged into that. When it comes to the research, we have 2,200 plus research publications, 400 plus patents, 150 plus books, 100 plus book chapters, and more than 30 industrial designs, and 20 plus copyrights, so many books, the credit of Aditya University. And we have research capabilities at this moment. $194,000 research is the campus at this moment. And some of the faculties is also recognized as a top 2% scientist in the world. By the Stanford University in our Aditya faculty. And especially we also have a skill development center, training hub, in-house technical hub is available, which is training more than 10,000 students, as well as global certifications. This is a small brief about the Aditya University. And followed by the South Carolina University. I know very less. I am not at all comfortable to talk in front of the Chancellor and as well as the director. Please allow me to talk things which I understood from the South Carolina Upstate University. It is a public university. It has a 15 years legacy in education. And it is located in Spanton, South Carolina, USA. It is a top one in regional college in South, top 2 in public university in South Carolina, fourth best college in veterans, top 10 performance in social mobility. They have 5,000 students in campus, 33,000 plus alumni available with their offering more than 50 academic programs, and especially student faculty ratio is 13:1, and 90 plus student organization clubs, and good athletic background, more than 250 athletes available with the university. And demographically, as you look at that, 30% male and 70% female available in Upstate University. This is the very small information I know about Upstate University, because you people are much better to talk about the university. And the main purpose, the third point, why we assemble here, why we gather here, the reason is we have a MoU, signing and exchange ceremony. Reason being that we wanted to have a student exchange from India to America, Aditya University, South Carolina, faculty exchange, research collaborations, starting from funding purpose to funding research activities, and followed by dual degree, joint degrees. There are different kinds of programs being undertaking under this MoU. This is the main reason why the main motto behind both the university is we all are well-filled minds. The intention of our education system, the both university, what we are talking about is this transforming this well-filled mind to well-formed mind. This is the main agenda behind this particular thing under this MoU exchange. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you very much, sir, for briefing the information about both the universities. Now, I'm privileged to welcome the Vice Chancellor of Aditya University, Dr. M.B. Srinivas, sir, to address the gathering.
Thank you. Dr. Ranjit spoke everything, so looks like I have very little less to say. Excuse me. So, Honorable Chancellor and the Pro-Chancellor of Aditya University, as well as our wonderful guest today, Dr. Benny L. Harris, Chancellor, Dr. Alexander Lawrence, Director of Global Engagement from University of South Carolina Upstate, as well as our very good friend, Dr. J.V. Murthy Garu, as well as my colleagues here on the dais, as well as the faculty and students. Very good morning to you all. So you all know the purpose of our meeting today, that we are going to sign an agreement MoU with the University of South Carolina Upstate. That's going to present us many, many possibilities going forward. If you open the website of Upstate, you find that reaching greater heights as well as I'm looking for a different experience. These are the two very prominent statements that you find on their website. They are very similar to the aspiration that we have at Aditya University, and I'm sure the collaboration is going to gel very well going forward. But very specifically, when I was looking into the programs of Upstate, I found some of the programs like computer science, computer and information science, and cybersecurity, very, very important, and many of you are very well interested in those programs. But additionally, what I find is they have programs in advanced manufacturing. India doesn't do so very well in manufacturing, but they have put together such a wonderful program in manufacturing where, as was mentioned already, there is a very strong industry presence nearby the university where there are about 300 companies or so operating, mainly from Germany. And what I find from their website is that they have a program where the students also spend a year in Germany, initially learning the German language, followed by an internship in the manufacturing industry, which I think is going to give a lot of skill to the student to be pursuing manufacturing as their career. So this is one thing that we would be looking forward to collaborate with, in addition to the other programs that have already been mentioned. So I don't want to come between you and the experts sitting here. I think we look forward to a greater time going ahead with the Upstate, and I'm sure this collaboration is going to be very, very beneficial to both the universities. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the information that you have given, sir. Now, with immense pleasure, I invite Dr. N. Satish Reddy, sir, the Pro-Chancellor of Aditya University, to express his thoughtful remarks on this day.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, Chancellor Aditya University, and other family members of Aditya. It's a better way of saying it. And today's guests, Dr. Harris, Chancellor, University of South Carolina Upstate, and Dr. Alexander, Director of Global Engagement, University of South Carolina Upstate. Welcome to Aditya University, sir. And all the students, good morning to everyone. So as addressed by Dr. Ranjit and Vice Chancellor Garu, we recently became a university, starting our journey in 2001 from an engineering college to Aditya University. We got upgraded in 2024. And once we got upgraded into the university, there are a lot of other responsibilities on the shoulders of the university, apart from the regular academics. So one of them is to make sure we have collaborations with lots of universities, good working universities, universities with the same vision and mission. So we need to collaborate, because this globalization, only collaboration is the only solution, like if you want to grow in this globalization, in the current competitive world. So in this aspect, when we are scouting for universities which share the same vision and all these things, then all thanks to Mr. J.V. Murthy Garu, because he is the person behind this signing of MoU. Now he has met me a couple of years back, and he was explaining me about this University of South Carolina Upstate, and because I was busy, because we are in the transition form from engineering college to university, I was not able to spend much time with him. But he insisted. He met my father. He insisted about the university. He was telling me about a lot of things of the university, and slowly. One fine day, Dr. Alexander has came to visit our campus, and he has given a feedback to his chancellor, and today it's happening. And in the meanwhile, what Mr. Murthy has done is, because I was not getting getting in touch with him, he met my father and he has convinced him about the university, and he has made sure this university has been advertised in our degree colleges, and last year he was successful in taking at least 20 plus, 5 students to join in the university for their master program. And after getting the feedback from our Aditya students, ex-alumni students, that is when I thought, okay, let me go with this university. So there's a kind of acid test which I'm waiting for the results, sir. And there was a positive feedback from the students, and it led for the next level of the collaboration. And the main reason for this collaboration is not just I'm signing an MoU, but the reason behind this is, what are the advantages for the university from the management perspective or from the student perspective? Let's discuss about the management perspective afterwards, but at the student perspective, what are the advantages students are going to get? One thing would be, we are looking at a student exchange program. So student can travel there because they have courses in engineering, they have courses in business management. Now in future, they're also planning to start the courses in manufacturing sector as well. So there is a possibility that student can go there on an exchange program for 1 semester. It is one of the possibilities. Or in future, we can have once the MoU has been signed and all the modalities has been discussed, there is a possibility that we can get a joint certification, 2+2. So student who is doing 2 years in Aditya and after 2 years in Upstate University can have a joint certificate of BTech or BBA from both the universities. Now semester exchange, how it's going to helpful for the students. How many of the students want to pursue their higher studies in US? Raise your hands. How many have the aspiration to pursue their higher studies in US? Right? And remaining people, they're not having aspiration, or do you think financially you're not strong to afford it? What could be the reason? Financially, right? 90% accept for it, right? So let's suppose your fees to pursue a course there in US in this particular university is something like some X amount, something like $20,000. Now, based on a semester exchange program, if you're traveling there, you can experience those lectures, you can experience US, you can experience the university at a much lower cost. Probably we're looking at $5,000 or $3,000. Now, how it can be advantage for the student? Once you go out to US, or any other foreign country, first thing would be your language will improve. You'll have a much more better exposure, and it will add weight to your resume. When you're saying that you have been selected for an exchange program into your university in US, and you have been there for a semester, and you had hands-on experience on some practical things, or you got involved into a project, and you're coming back again, that will add on weight to your resume. So that can enhance your job opportunities. Or there is a possibility that you can also absorbed by the US companies when you're studying there on the university campus. So these two are the advantages which any student will get if you are selected into that program. It's not like just because an Aditya you can straight away get into the program. No, there'll be certain procedures will be followed, certain process will be there, and if you're able to satisfy it, yes, there is a possibility. Now coming to the management perspective, what will be the advantages is, first of all, there is a possibility of faculty exchange. Our faculty will fly down there, or their faculty will come down here to teach the students in particular semesters. There is a possibility of joint research collaborations, that any kind of publications being published by the Aditya faculty, there is a possibility we can collaborate with those university faculties, and we can do a joint collaboration on the research and also submit a research proposal to the government. So this is with respect to the management, and that is with respect to the students. Now, as it's a starting step going ahead, I once again take this chance, to thank Mr. Harris and Alexander, to come all the way from US to, Surampalam, and, to visit Aditya University. And, Mr. Murthy was saying, this is the first university with which they are signing the MoU in India, and this is the first visit of Dr. Harris to, India. So thank you very much, sir. And as we had discussed over the table, we share the same vision and mission, and we see the potential in each other, and hopefully, with all the discussions and crossing all the barriers, we should come up with a very good solution where we can accommodate our faculty members and also the students onto the path. So once again, I thank you, both of you, for visiting our university, and wishing you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for the information that you have given.
I'm now pleased to introduce Mr. J. Vivekananda Murthy, the founder and managing director of Invicta Career Consultancy Private Limited, where he leverages over 2 decades of expertise in the fields of education and career guidance. With a passion for empowering students and professionals, he has built a reputation as a leading figure. As a director of Time for 21 years, he had played a key role in shaping the institute's success. He also acted as vice chairman of Voxen University in Hyderabad and CEO of the Ashoka Group of Institutions. As an expert trainer, he has extensive experience in coaching aspirants for competitive exams such as CAT, GRE, GMAT, IELTS, SAT, and ACT. As an ardent speaker on education and career guidance, he is regularly sought after for his insights into navigating the challenges and opportunities in today's educational landscape. It's a really honor for us to have him with us right now. So I now invite Dr. J. Vivekananda Murthy, sir, to express his views on this collaboration.
Good morning, dear students, first of all. The Chancellor, Mitrulu Seshareddy Garu, and the Pro-Chancellor, difficult for me to remember your designations, newly given, Mr. Satish, the Vice-Chancellor, and all the dignitaries of the college, and another friend of mine, the Chancellor, Dr. Benny, and Dr. Alexander from South Carolina. The only introduction, she told so many things. I want to introduce myself to the students. Fortunately or unfortunately, I'm an engineering graduate. So all of you are going to be engineering graduates too. I will not take much time. I'm just a catalyst here, or a bridge between 2 excellent institutions. I just happen to be there to let them join hands and then continue the journey, the beautiful journey forward for a number of years to come in the future. Thanks, Satish Garu, for saying those wonderful words about me, but I think I did a little bit, much less than what you told. And yes, for the students, University of South Carolina is offering, for those who are in the final year or 3rd year who want to go abroad, it's offering a wonderful program called Master of Science in Business Analytics at a very low cost already. And with or without the permission of the Chancellor, Dr. Benny, I'm making a small announcement, sir. Any student who wants to go from Aditya will be given a special scholarship in that program. Any student who wants to apply after your final year, please do that, and special scholarship will be given to them. What is that? Once you apply, you will come to know. And the special treatment will be given to all Aditya students. I'll coordinate their admissions, and I'm there with them hand in hand for several things. So wonderful opportunities will be given to Aditya students. Within the next couple of days, we are conducting an education fair in your university. On the 17th, 18th, on the 18th of this month, we are conducting an education fair. All the university students, 1st year, 2nd year, 3rd year, 4th year, you can go. 10 universities are coming. Universities representatives are coming and sitting in your campus. You can go and understand about the universities, about the programs, about the cost, whatever. Just gather the information. South Carolina will also be there. We will represent that in that fair actually. One of our people will come and represent that. So make use of it. I wish all the best to all the students here. I wish all the best to both the institutes. Thank you for giving this opportunity to me. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, sir, for being as a bridge between the 2 universities. Thank you very much.
I'm enthralled to introduce Dr. Alexander Lawrence, an assistant professor of German in the Department of Languages, Linguistics, and Composition at the University of South Carolina, Upstate. He holds a PhD in Germanic Studies from the University of Texas at Austin. In addition to his teaching and research, Dr. Lawrence has taken on a significant administrative roles. He is the Director of Global Engagement at USC Upstate since 2021, where he promotes international programs and opportunities for students. Since 2022, he has also served as the internship coordinator for the Department of Languages, Literature, and Composition, helping students gaining valuable real-world experience. So I'm extremely elated to invite Dr. Alexander Lawrence to enrich the gathering.
Thank you so much, everybody. A specialty. This will work? Everybody hears me in the back? Yes, okay, good. Thank you so much for having me back. I visited last year in March. The temperature today is much more acceptable for me. So I wanted to thank you for inviting me during a time that is very pleasant. I will not take too much time because we have our star from the university here today with me. A little bit about myself. I was an international student myself. I'm originally from Germany, German citizen, and I decided to go and study in the US just for 1 semester. I wanted to learn the language. My English wasn't good at all, and I'm still learning English. So for me, the United States was always nothing in reach. I went to a public institution in Germany. My parents couldn't afford American education, so it was never in the cards. But at some point I met somebody from an institution about the size of UPSTATE, a small institution that focuses on students. And he said, you know, you should give it a try. It's affordable, do 1 semester and then you'll see. And so that was really a catalyst for me to do what I do today. I did all my education in the US, master's, PhD, and now I'm a professor, as well as I get to travel all over the world. And you never know what will happen, right? The doors hopefully will open for you. Walk through them and see what happens. That's all I wanted to say today. And thank you for the hospitality. I really enjoy coming to this institution. There's many synergies that I see just by talking to different constituents, to students, and so I'm really excited to have this partnership with Aditya and see what the future will hold. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. We are even more happy to have you here on these days.
I'm super excited to introduce His Excellence Dr. Benny L. Harris, who has served as Chancellor since 2021, bringing with him a distinguished background in both academia and leadership. He earned his PhD in Educational Strategic Marketing from the University of Alabama. Before his role as Chancellor, Dr. Harris held increasingly responsible positions at Washington State University, the University of Alabama at Birmingham, and Lipscomb University. His leadership at these institutions helped shape various aspects for their growth and strategy. In addition to his work in academia, Dr. Harris is a dedicated civic leader in South Carolina. He serves on the boards of several influential organizations, including the Spartanburg Academic Movement. I'm indeed delighted to invite His Excellence Dr. Benny L. Harris to share his insightful remarks.
Thank you very much. Dr. Lorenz and I look a lot alike, right? I first want to acknowledge the dais here and thank you so very much, Chancellor Reddy, for the invitation to be a part of your wonderful university, Pro-Chancellor Reddy for being here, and for all of the academic leaders at the institution. I'm definitely honored. And I'm especially honored that my dear friend, Mr. Murty, who is very persistent, invited me to be a part. Not only that, he has a vision for excellence and for students here in India and for what impact you can have across the globe. And he has been extremely persistent and a leader in bridging our universities with many universities and opportunities for students to be a part. So I am honored and I am humbled by the welcome. I feel overwhelmed. I've been extremely impressed about this great institution and all that has been accomplished in such a short time. And as I look at what has happened since 2001, I believe, and what we're trying to accomplish at USC Upstate, this is really a model for us as well. When I think about the name of the university, Aditya University, Rising Sun, is very much similar to USC Upstate, reaching greater heights. My personal mission is to inspire and develop young people to change the world. Each of us come to this earth and we think about what our purpose is, and that is my purpose. And when I think about a partnership with Aditya University, that mission and that purpose becomes closer and closer achieved. Our globe is very, very small. It is not as big as it was when I came along and when I was educated. Students are connected, and if we're going to have a better world, it's going to come from you and students at US and students across the globe. So international exchange program is not just about better opportunities, it's about how you can become a global citizen, how you can learn about different cultures, how you can learn about and learn to respect those cultures so that you can make better diplomacy. You will be amazed the number of questions I've had since I've been here about the US election, because it matters. What happens in India matters. And so you are not just a student about how you improve your lives financially, you are also a student of how you improve the lives of your friends and your families and your citizens all across the globe. At USC Upstate, that is the reason international programs are so critically important and are so important to what my aspirations are and what my goals are for my students. I want 100% of my students to have a global engagement or interaction, whether they study abroad or whether we bring students and faculty to them to learn from them and to interact and to have the humility to respect and to grow. My degree at Mississippi State University is engineering, and so I appreciate what engineering does for my family. I grew up in a small community on a farm, and education was that equalizer. It was that opportunity that made my life better and that for my family. And so I appreciate and understand why individuals pursue higher education. At USC Upstate in Spartanburg County particularly, 1/3 of the economic growth in the state of South Carolina came through Spartanburg County. We had about $4.5 billion investment last year. Most of that came from BMW and other suppliers to BMW, but we also have other companies that are in the upstate, 539 international companies. So why is that important? I want my students to be able to go to those companies and to excel and to participate in leadership, which is critically important. For international students, what Dr. Lorenz and I and our faculty are doing, what we're doing is trying to create opportunities for those international students who come to our university. So what he's done with his team, he's looked at every corporation around South Carolina and have assessed which corporations are friendly for international students to work, who are committed to investing in international students. So when we help those students get job opportunities in the country, whether they're short-term job opportunities, we are reaching out to those particular companies. So it's not like we're just throwing darts against the wall and seeing what sticks. We are actually investing in organizations and companies who are willing to invest in our students, whether they are US students or whether they are international students. Dr. Lorenz and his team put forth a lot of effort in making sure that when students come from across the globe to our campus, that we take care of them, that we support them academically, that we support them culturally, that we expose them to other areas of the country so that they can learn not just from what happens in the classroom, they can also learn from what happens around them as well. So I'm humble. I will have time to talk to you more. I think I have a time on the schedule. We'll have some engagement with students. Those of you who are interested, I'm more than happy to talk to you as well. Education is critical for me. It's been a critical part of my life. For our students, there was a ranking that was shared that we are #1 in South Carolina in social mobility. And what that means that the students who attend our university, their lives economically is better as a result of having experienced our university. So instead of all the research university, all the other universities, University of South Carolina Upstate is #1 in that area. We're also the #1 public university comprehensive university in the South, and that includes states in Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Tennessee. Among those 5 states, our university was ranked #1 public university, comprehensive university. So again, thank you very much. You are a beautiful crowd. I would love to take every last one of you back to South Carolina with me because you are really, really beautiful and amazing. I'm sure you are as brilliant as your leaders tell me that you are. Again, thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the elaborate speech and promising my students, those who are sitting in the last benches, even have the opportunity to study in United States. So, without any delay, now let's come to the important significance of this moment. And now let me take the privilege to call upon for the ceremony of exchanging and signing of MoUs, the Memorandum of Understanding. I would like to invite the representatives of Aditya University along with the University of South Carolina Upstate to come forward to process the functioning of this exchange program. Guys, put your hands together.
So please join us in congratulating. So let us move forward with the same spirit of mutual respect and collaboration that brought us here today. We are confident that this partnership will open new doors for growth and success for both our universities. Now, we shall take a moment to honor and felicitate our esteemed guests who have graced this program with their presence. I request the leadership team of Aditya University to step forward to felicitate our guests. Firstly, I invite His Excellence Dr. Benny L. Harris, Chancellor, University of South Carolina Upstate, to accept our felicitation.
Thank you very much, sir, for accepting our felicitation. It's the way we communicate with the people and showing our respect with by following the rules and regulations along with the culture and traditions in our nation. Thank you very much. I can see the eye fist activities and the moments that he is so happy by receiving this moment.
Next, I request Dr. Alexander Lawrence, Director of Global Engagement, University of South Carolina, to accept our token of gratitude. I would like to request Mr. J.V. Muthi sir to please us by accepting our felicitation as a token of remembrance.
Now it's time for an interactive session. So without any further ado, I once again invite Dr. Benny Harris to come on to the stage and you can interact with our students right now, sir. Interaction that if you want this.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Well, that was definitely a first for me. So thank you all very much. I'm honored. My children are going to really be impressed with me. They're going to think I'm somebody special, so I'm going to have to share them some pictures. So here's what I would like to do at this time. I would like to answer any questions that you may have, both about USC Upstate or other questions that I may have an answer to that I probably could answer. And if I can't, Dr. Lorenz can answer as well. So is it okay for them to do that? Okay. Don't be shy. I don't take it that you are a shy group. Yes, ma'am.
Forward the mic to the students. Feel free to ask the questions.
Good morning, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
My name is Kriti Bama. My question is that what is campus safety and security like?
Campus safety?
Security and safety.
Okay, very safe. USC Upstate is probably one of the safest campus around. South Carolina is a very safe state. In addition to that, I have a 24-hour police force on campus that they take care of the campus, make sure students are safe, and we have all types of provision on there.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes.
I want to ask about the internship. I want to ask about the online courses. Like, can we do online and summer courses between the classes and all?
Dr. Lorenz, you want to come in? Why don't you come and stand next to me and we can... Since we look a lot alike, right?
Thanks. That's a good question. If you enroll as a student, you can take up to 1 online class. So if you have 12 credits, 9 have to be in person, 1 can be online. If you have 15 credits, 9 can be in person, 2 can be online. Summer classes we also do. No, you have to come physically to the campus so that we can give a visa.
Thank you, sir.
Sir?
Yes, yes.
So this is Zara from Integrated MBA, Aditya Global Business School. My question is regarding the fee structure and how it is similar and different from what it is here, like particular things.
Okay. The scholarship will be against our total cost of tuition that we charge. Dr. Alexander can tell you what those exact numbers are right now.
Mexican.
Yeah. Excuse me. The scholarship is given based on several factors actually. One is your CGPA that you get wherever. If you're going for an MBS, MSBA, you can go after an MBA or a BBA also. It's a one-year program. The total cost would be around $24,000, $25,000. What scholarship you get? There is something called graduate assistantship. In USA, all the students, in USA there are two types of fees. Excuse me. There are two types of fees. One is an in-state tuition, which is much less than the fee for the international students. If you get a graduate assistantship, your fee automatically becomes in-state. That means you get a 50% scholarship. If you don't get that, you would get some merit scholarship of say 4,000, 5,000. Depends on the number of scholarships available in that year. Depends on your CGPA, and they also consider the IELTS score. If you get a good IELTS score, the scholarship will be better. It all depends on so many factors.
So because the answer was so long, I thought I would let him answer it. Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Ramya. I would like to ask you about the placements and also the internships which you provide.
Okay. Well, what we do, we support our students in finding those internships. Now, on campus, we have on-campus employment that we encourage all of our departments to hire some of our international students as well. So that's a much quicker and easier way to achieve a job placement. But the actual internships and corporations, we support the students in getting those. So we would bring corporations to them. Dr. Lorenz hosts a big event called a Global Fair, where he invites a number of corporations all around the regions to come, and they will sit with students, and students will exchange their resumes. So what we do is prepare you to be competitive in those particular opportunities. And we prepare the corporations for international students to work with as well.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Boys, you have no questions?
There's a question up here.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Balaji. And my question is about what is the one common thing you observed in Aditya University and the upstate?
What is the
one common thing that you observed in your university?
Well, obviously, you all are dressed immaculate. You look beautiful. And the uniform attire is great. I appreciate it. So that's one immediate observation. I don't know about the academics, but what I've read, the academics are very superior and very important as well. At USC Upstate, what I observed, what do I observe at the school? Yeah. At USC Upstate, what I observe about our students are very, very committed to getting a degree because they want to improve their lives. So we have a similar mission. That's one of the reasons our tagline is Reach Greater Height, because our students are very committed to getting a job, getting their degree, and improving their lives and families. Matter of fact, this past year, we had 100% of our students who applied to medical school on their first time to get accepted into medical school. And that was a very, very high number for us and very great and successful as well.
I can answer that question too, because I've been to that university 3 times, and I spent a lot of time in the University of South Carolina. And I know your university right from the day it started as an engineering college. The one thing I've observed in Aditya particularly is infrastructure, which is as good as that is there in the US universities.
Yes.
we must congratulate Mr. Satish, the Pro-Chancellor, and Dr. Sesha Reddy Garu for developing such an infrastructure here. The quality of this hall tells a story. The quality of, the new building that is there. I've been seeing so many universities too. The infrastructure is common.
Yeah.
For both the universities, it's common. The pedagogy, the teachers, their qualifications, the way they teach is common. The laboratories are your hub. What hub is that? T-hub. Your T-hub. They have also an innovative hub there. These are very common things. And students are common. I think that answered your question.
Thank you. Okay, we're going to allow for about 2 more questions and then, yes, sir.
Yes, good afternoon to you. I want to ask you a question about Upstate University. So at Upstate University, how fast track do you keep with the latest technology? Do you integrate it into your syllabus, or you keep it as a side or something that the students can do after it?
Well, technology is integrated throughout the curriculum. We have a major initiative on campus now about looking at AI and integrating AI throughout the curriculum, from our humanities to our science to our technology courses all across the curriculum. So that's a very, very important thing for us. Another thing that we do as well, we work with industries on what technologies and what learnings they need for our students so that our students can be prepared to go straight in and then minimize the amount of training. We started something about 2 years ago called the Upstate Talent Forum. And what we're looking at, understanding what are the talent gaps and what are the needs that industry have that we can fill as a university. So we bring all of these CEOs into campus just like this, and we bring educational leaders from across the region, and we talk about what are the gaps, what are the needs, what type of qualifications, what type of technology our students need to be prepared for to be immediately ready when they go into the workplace. BMW just invested $1.4 billion in building a battery plant for all of their BMW cars. And so that level of technology, robotics, battery, AI, all of that is the level that our students are being prepared to participate in right now. So we integrate technology throughout the curriculum.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. During the working days, what are the work permit hours?
Say that again, please.
During the working days, what are the work permit hours?
Okay. One great thing about leaders, you know what questions you don't know the answer to, so you always defer to someone else. So come on, Murti.
Now I would like to call upon the 2 dignitaries onto the stage that they have a gift for you people, sir. So I call upon Dr. Sesha Reddy, sir, and Satish, sir. Please come forward to receive that. There's really a wonderful and great momentum kind of a thing that it is great to receive that honor as a token of gratitude.
Excuse me, sir. I have a small question on behalf of my students. Now there is a recession on USA. Due to this recession, what are the job opportunities to our students in USA? So because nowadays, so there is so much information coming in the newspapers that no jobs in USA, the students are coming back. So my students' interest is mainly one thing. So they should come there, they should complete their degree, they should work there. This is their interest and motive. So what is your suggestion?
Yes. I was surprised when I heard that. I think Murgy talked to me about that. Mr. Murgy talked to me about that. That there is comments out there that there are no job opportunities for students in the U.S. That is not the experience that we have been having in the upstate. Our experience has been extremely positive. Part of what we are doing to make sure that the students who come to the U.S., whether they have a short internship or some program like that, is what Dr. Alexander and his team have done, is to identify those organizations that are international students friendly for these short-term experiences, et cetera. So we're having good progress in that area. I've not experienced the comments of students not having that.
Talking about general recession in the USA for jobs all over the USA.
All over the U.S.
Is there a recession? Is it difficult to get jobs in the USA right now?
I am not seeing it. I have worked at several universities, and even the ones that are most recent that I've worked at, the international students are employed, and many of them are staying in the U.S. as well. Now, there may be experiences like that that I've not been privy to, but at the same time, the ones that I've had have been extremely positive. Do you have any other insight on that? Good students get good jobs. Okay. Said good students get good, and that's with U.S. students as well. Now, at USC Upstate, we have what we call a placement rate, and that rate is where U.S. institutions are measured by whether students who graduate from those institutions get jobs within 6 months. And that measurement, the national average for students who graduate from U.S. institutions that's being reported is about 87%. At USC Upstate, for a 3-year measurement, that number is 95%. So 95% of our students who graduate from us either have a job or in graduate school within 3 months of graduation. I know you're speaking more to international students. I've not had any adverse experiences with international students or students who are competitive for those types of jobs. So again, what we do is put you in front of those opportunities. Matter of fact, during the global fair, I shared with one student, it was an Indian student who was interested in working with BMW. So I took him up to the front of the line with BMW, introduced him to the BMW interviewer, and within a couple of weeks, he was offered a job opportunity, and he's working for BMW right now. So that's been the type of experience that I've had. I will explore further to see other type of experience, but I've not heard anything adverse other than what I just heard today. And yesterday, I think you mentioned it to me yesterday. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for answering the questions that they have put on you. So now I request Suma madam to go with the word of thanks, followed by national anthem.
So it's time to deliver the words of thanks. I now would like to take this opportunity to extend profound gratitude to the University of South Carolina Upstate for their trust and partnership with Aditya University. We are excited about the endless opportunities and possibilities that lie ahead. Together, we will embark on this journey of academic cooperation, joint research, and student and faculty exchange programs. To the management and the leadership team of Aditya University, I express my sincere appreciation for your tireless efforts in bringing this partnership, which will not only strengthen our universities, but also create lasting impacts on the academic community at large. I thank all the deans, HODs, and faculty members for your cooperation throughout the program. To our beloved students, thank you for your patience and active engagement. I would also like to take the moment to thank our organizing committee, staff, and technical team. Furthermore, my thanks goes to the non-teaching and administrative staff, along with the media and press, for their unwavering support and cooperation in ensuring the success of this event. Once again, I thank you all. So let's rise for our national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा चञ्चल जलधितरङ्गा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you, everyone.